Greetings, Tony from Old River Hardgoods again. The music you're listening to is A Tangle of Tango from my third CD, Angels on Fire. As always, there's a link to the full version of the song, as well as the video I made of it 3 years back. There's also a bonus track from Metallica down there. I happened to show up while I was pulling the link off of my music feed, and I thought that was pretty neat. So if you want to kick around, waste a few minutes, watch that, be my guest, because it's pretty good. And anyways, today's video was totally unplanned. It started off today as a quiet Sunday at the flea market, nothing much, got a few little here, piece here, piece there, piece here, piece there. I was over Salisbury, then I go over to Orksburg, and man, I got a couple of decent things off to one guy, and then I got back, and this guy's got a plane sitting on his table. He said, well, I got more back here, and I look at him, and he said, gives me a price for all of them. I was just going to cherry pick, but he wanted to sell them all. So I said, okay, let me think about it. Rookie mistake. I never should have did that. But I walked away, came back. There's another guy there, and he was holding a box of spoke shaves that I hadn't seen. The guy had it in the truck. He hadn't pulled it out, and he'd also put out some rollers. But anyways, the guy with the spoke shaves, whom I know, is another antique dealer. Not so much specifically tools. He's anything and everything. But he, he got the shaves, but he was out of money for the planes. So guess who got the planes? So we're going to take a look at all of that stuff, plus the miscellaneous, and hopefully you'll learn something, right? Because I sure as heck did. Well, normally we do this in the shop where it's nice and controlled and whatever, but right now I got so much stuff here, I don't even know where I'm going to put it in the shop. So we're going to take a quick look out here and have at it. Anyways, this is a Phelps aluminum body pattern maker's plane. It's got a frog from a Type 17 World War II vintage Stanley on it. And in one of the other boxes, I have more bottoms and more blades for it, which we'll take a closer look at. That's not a very common plane. This one's common. Type 17, World War II vintage Stanley number 5, of which I got a couple in the shop right now. But I bought all this stuff as a lot. So here you have another interesting pattern maker's plane. This one's got wooden soles. Frog looks to be Stanley number 3 vintage. Don't know what year, but it's got the small knob on it. And again, I've got more soles and blades for this guy, so I'm going to be putting together some pretty neat sets. Another Stanley number 5. This one's the guy typed this as a 13, which I agree with. Cap's busted on it, so man, what are you going to do? Miller Falls, number 14. Yeah, a little funky, and again, price tags, that was what the guy originally had on them. I believe these came from a clean out. The guy didn't give me a whole lot of information, but and here we got a number 6. Knobs a little loose. Type 10 or 13, he wasn't sure. I guess I'll have to figure it out. Got the Bailey patent blade on it. totes a little loose there, but it looks like you did some cleaning on them, and it's not too bad. Won't take too much to beat that guy back into shape. But that is the first box. And here we have the winner in box number 2. First off's the number 7. This guy, he marked it as a type 1, but that's nowhere near a type 1. It looks to be a type 16, 1930s to start of World War II vintage. 7C. Ooh, not too bad there. A little bit of blade left. Hopefully that's not too bad. Tote knob are okay. They'll pretty up real nice. This is a type 17. Bedrock 606. Yeah, a few spots. This one got a little, picked up a little crusty on it. That's going to take some cleaning. It does have a Miller fault blade in it, but you know, seeing how many 6s I got kicking around, I can cannibalize a blade to make this thing right. And again, you know, nobody likes the 6 series planes, but it is what it is. And then this is an older number 7. He thinks it's a type 4, but it's not a type 4. I'm gonna have to look it up. There's no patent date, so it's probably a 5 or 6 somewhere in there. Well, the casting's pretty thick, so hard to say, but we will find out, and then it'll be on the box 3. Box number 3, after the cards go away, in which we have the yeah, I can see this. 1896 patent Stanley number 57 core box plane. Yeah, I can talk. Tired. It's got 4 of the sides for it, although there's 2 of the rods are missing, and the turnbuckle was nowhere to be seen. So, but we'll figure something out. I can at least make one complete one section, whatever, plane. Anyways, parts for the pattern makers planes. Here's some more of the wooden soles for that one. Some other wooden soles for a different plane that wasn't in the boxes. A couple soles for the Phelps plane. I'm not sure what that is for, but it's obviously for holding something, right? So this guy was doing a cleanup. Here we got blades. I think these are more of the blades for the Phelps. Could be wrong. Iron for something, yeah. Another sole. A bunch of smaller blades down in here. Mortising bits. A couple of those I think buried down there. So this is going to be one of the money boxes, I do believe. Yeah, just kind of get stuff organized back here. Yeah, I'm banging and clanging, but now the catch of the day, although not in great shape, but is this guy. And if you can see the name, Elijah Lewis of Philadelphia was granted patent number 60206 on December 4th, 1866 for this plane, which is a core box plane similar to the Stanley 57 we just looked at. Design. Tote is broken on it, you know. Yeah, stuff happens when you're 100 and some plus years old, 150, 160 years old, but overall it's really not in bad shape. Got the one blade with it. And The kicker with this guy is freaking rare. According to the patent website, it's not known to have been produced. Well, he must have made a couple of them, because I've found, well, maybe one or two sold at auction. I guess if the others have sold, they're, being kept under lock and key. But this is probably the find it. This made that whole adventure worthwhile. We'll see, but. And last, since you've been looking at the box, Stanley number 4. I got this one at Sailorsburg prior to getting the other mess. Looks to be a Type 19. It needs a little cleaning. I paid a lot of money for it. But what are you going to do, right? Anyways, that's it for the heavy stuff. Then we're going to go in and take a look at the small stuff on the inside. Well, here's the small, so to speak, items from that today's pickings. Got this Stonecutter's mallet. These are usually burl. It's got some wear, but it's not too bad. That'll clean up okay. Blacksmith engineer style straight peen hammer. I got one of these yesterday too. That's cleaned up, ready to go. This one will wait until that one sells. The 2 rules came as part of the With the Plains. Not With the Plains, but from the same guy. Anyways, this is a 31.5 G shrink rule, 1/4 inch per foot. We'll have to do a little talk on shrink rules at some point, but you can Google it. There's a nice page that talks about it. This one I don't see a mark on. I didn't look at it real close. It's a little caliper rule, but the railroad style rulings on it. It says either Stevens or Chapin Stevens. A little Stanley pocket level. One side's a little loose up. Yeah, see that? I'm going to have to tack that down. Clean the vial up and all the good stuff. A couple of Orphan engravers added to the pile. Not sure what this guy is. It was cheap, so I figured I'd take a flyer on it. It's threaded shear. I don't know if this side was threaded or not. I can't really tell. I thought maybe something for making a bolt or something, but it might just be some kind of broken bracket. This looks to be a Stanley 1.5 inch 750 style chisel. Kind of on the rough side, and of course it's calling real crusty where the mark would be. Can't tell for sure. Handle is in the same box, but it is not the right one. Here we got something neat. I was going to do a video on gimlets, and that's still coming up in my head, but I figured I'd throw this one out since all this stuff arrived. But this has to be one of the neatest ways I've ever seen anybody put a handle on a gimlet. That'll be worth $1 million, right? Small turn screw. Oh, this is a Stanley. I didn't see that. It's got the lead dot there. Yeah. So it's got a name on it, but I forget the patent for that. Here's something you really don't see every day. Well, this may look like a Starrett. This is actually a Fay, based on his patent, and I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I can look it up. Which is probably one of the most enduring and popular patents ever made, considering how many tools are made using this. This looks similar to the Starrett Fay pattern dividers, no kidding, but one marked by him is not that common. Split nut, don't know. Yeah, there looks like there's a patent date on that one too. That doesn't seem to be working right, but a little penetrating oil, and who knows. Moving down here, we got a Witcher pattern lasting pliers. Decent shape, and tech claws are pretty well gone, but this is neat. An original hand-forged turn screw. Not a rendezvous reproduction. This would be the kind you would find in a shooting bag or pouch. So that'll clean up nice. And a set of 6 blades for something. And here we place them to chump, because I just don't know what they are for. Obviously they're gouges. Different sweeps. They're notched on the side to fit into something. I don't know, it was a specific plane or whatever. These were separate, same market but separate from the pattern maker stuff, so I can't say for sure, and they got far more rust on them than they would have been with that stuff. So anyways, That's all for this one, folks. Well, that's the end of this particular video, folks. Since recording it, I've discovered that the number 6, which is actually an early one, it was before they had the frog adjuster screw. Unfortunately, the frog is broken on it, so well, maybe I'll find a 7 with the same vintage. I'll have to look up the type and see what's what with that. Once in a while, you get lucky like that. But I haven't had a chance to nuts with anything else because I've been busy working on this video. I still got to get that last batch of stuff out of the truck because tank's got some minor mechanical issues, as always, and I could be riding a AAA truck in a minute's notice or half a minute's notice or whatever. So, anyways, as always, thanks for watching. And if you like what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button to be notified when new videos are posted. Bye.